Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Canada Immigration. We hope you're doing great. In this video, we're going to talk about aaip Alberta Opportunity Stream eligibility and how to apply. Welcome to our video on the Alberta Opportunity Stream eligibility and application process. The AOS is a pathway for skilled workers who wish to settle and work in Alberta, Canada. In this segment, we'll explore the eligibility criteria and provide you with valuable insights on how to navigate through the application process smoothly. If you are interested in this topic, to get all the information, pay attention and watch the video through to the end. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. The Alberta Opportunity Stream of Alberta Provincial Nominee Program is for temporary foreign workers already working full-time in Alberta. Alberta renamed its PNP to Alberta Advantage Immigration Program in February 2022. Previously, aaip was called the Alberta Immigrant Nominee Program. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Overall, aaip has issued a total of 2,245 nominations out of the 5,393 nominations allocated for 2024. As per the most recent aaip update, Alberta Opportunity Stream will open its application intake on June 11th to accept 430 applications. The stream will close for new applications once 430 applications are received until its next scheduled intake date of July 9th to accept 444 applications. Currently, aaip is assessing applications received before October 26, 2023, and there are 3,659 applications under processing. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Language requirements: when you submit your application, you must demonstrate that you have passed the following language tests in English or French. You must get the required points based on a single test result. When your application is filed, the official test results must be no more than 2 years old. The date you took the exam, not the date your test results were issued, is used to establish the age of your test findings. The aaip will not accept enrollment confirmation for a language exam instead of a test result. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Occupation requirements: eligible occupations. When you file your application, you must work in a qualifying occupation in Alberta at the time of your application evaluation. The occupation requirements apply to your work experience and a job offer. In addition, most occupations in National Occupational Classification (NOC) Tier 0, 1, 2, or 3, 4, and 5 are eligible. Post-graduation work permit holders. If you have a post-graduation work permit, your occupation in Alberta must also be connected to your field of study. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Suppose you began your Alberta Credential Program on or after April 1, 2019, and completed an advanced education approved 1-year post-diploma or post-baccalaureate certificate. In that case, your occupation must also be related to your previous post-secondary field of study outside of Canada. Ineligible occupations. Individuals employed in the occupations listed below at the time of submission and evaluation are ineligible to apply for or be nominated under the Alberta Opportunity Stream. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Work permit and residency requirements. When you submit your application and the Alberta Advantage Immigration Program evaluates it, you must have a valid temporary resident status in Canada that allows you to work, a temporary foreign worker permit. For work permits to be valid, they should meet one of the following criteria: have a positive labor market impact assessment, or UNLMIA exemption for workers based on the following: international trade agreements, workers transferred within a company, international experience Canada, mobilité francophone. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Have an ircc issued open work permit. To vulnerable workers who demonstrate they are at risk of abuse or experiencing abuse in the content of their employment in Canada, it includes exemption under the Vulnerable Workers Open Work Permit. Family members of a vulnerable worker who qualifies for the VOOP exemption. A post-graduation work permit issued to a graduate of Alberta Advanced Education, a publicly funded post-secondary institution. PGWP holders must also fulfill the requirements of their occupation, education, and work experience. An open work permit was granted following one of the IRCC's open work permit public policies. The permit must be held by an Alberta advanced education graduate who is a publicly funded post-secondary institution graduate following the temporary policy changes to the post-graduation work permit program. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Other open work permit requirements. Open work permit issued under the public policy for Hong Kong recent graduates, or under the IRC's Ukraine immigration measures. Regarding requirements, candidates must have a positive labor market impact assessment or one of the accepted LOMIA exemption work permits. Candidates must also fulfill additional minimum eligibility requirements for residency and work permit type, occupation, language, education, Alberta job offer, and work experience. Ineligible applicants. The following individuals are not eligible to apply for or be nominated for the Alberta Opportunity Stream. Individuals involved in a federal appeal or removal procedure. The aaip does not intervene in federal refugee claims, appeals, or removal proceedings. Temporary residents of Canada living or working in a province or territory other than Alberta, or foreign nationals who live or work in Canada but do not have legal temporary residence status. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. If you apply to the aaip under NOC code 33102, nurse aides, orderlies, and patient service associates, you must have a CLB of 7 for each English language skill or an NCLC of 7 for each French language skill. Education requirements. Except for post-graduation work permit holders, all candidates must have completed a minimum of high school education equal to Canadian standards when filing their application on January 1, 2021. The applicant must provide a copy of an educational credential assessment issued by an IRCC-approved organization for their highest level of education. You do not fulfill the education criterion if your ESSA report reveals that your certificate is not equivalent to the completion of a Canadian high school or if the foreign educational institution is not recognized. An ESSA is not required if you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. You have a valid Alberta qualification certificate, a trade certificate recognized by Alberta Apprenticeship and Industry Training, or a Canadian degree, diploma, or certificate from a recognized Canadian post-secondary, technical college, or secondary school, AIT. Candidates who applied before January 1, 2021, had to have completed high school education in their country of origin. These candidates did not need an ESSA. Eligible work experience. When you submit your application, you must have either 12 months of full-time job experience in your present occupation in Alberta during the previous 18 months, or a minimum of 24 months of full-time work experience in your current occupation in Canada or overseas during the previous 30 months, or both. This work experience can be a combination of experience earned in Alberta, in Canada, outside of Alberta, or abroad. Post-graduation work permit holders must have a minimum of 6 months of full-time work experience in their current occupation in Alberta within the past 18 months. Work experience in the qualifying period is required for all candidates, including those with a post-graduation work permit. Full-time work experience for a minimum of 30 hours a week. Work experience in the same occupation as your current occupation. I had a valid temporary resident status and an IRCC authorized work permit while working in Alberta or Canada. Work experience gained while studying does not count unless you were on a PGWP and completed a paid co-op work term as a part of your program of study at an Alberta post-secondary institution. The work term must have been. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Minimum of 30 hours per week, paid and full-time. Work experience directly relates to your current occupation and all work experience was gained in Alberta. All applicants, including PGWP holders, must complete the following license, registration, and certification requirements at the time your application is filed and the aaip evaluates it. To work in your present occupation in Alberta, you must have the necessary licensure, registration, or certification. You must hold a valid Alberta Apprenticeship and Industry Trade approved trade certificate if you work in a required trade in Alberta. If you work as a childcare worker, you must be certified as a Level 2 Early Childhood Educator, previously Child Development Worker, or Level 3 Early Childhood Educator, formerly Child Development Supervisor. Thank you for joining us as we explored the Alberta Opportunity Stream eligibility and application process. We hope this guide has provided you with clarity and direction as you pursue your dreams of living and working in Alberta, Canada. Remember to stay informed and follow the latest updates from the Alberta Immigrant Nominee Program to ensure a successful application journey. Good luck. That is all for today. In this video, what are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later, in the next video. Till then, take care.